Hey guys, Jessica Beck here with IELTS Energy TV, and from the podcast IELTS Energy, easy names to remember because they're the same. So in the last video, I talked about technology phrases, like really high level stuff that will push you to the next level in your English knowledge about technology, and that got me thinking. There's a lot of blogs and articles these days about how to hack your life. So I thought, how can we hack IELTS? So you're gonna get some very useful tips today. Key strategies. The first thing, guys, that you have to realize is that unfortunately, there is no magic key to getting you the high score, okay? I can't just give you one exercise to do and then all of a sudden you get a 9 on reading. That's not how it works, okay? You can't game the system. I love that phrase. You can't game IELTS. However, there are certain things you can do to maximize your preparation. These are more efficient ways to use your time to increase your score in real ways, in easier ways than wasting your time on other practices. Okay, so the first IELTS hack. You have to know where to spend your time. So on speaking, okay, the easiest way to increase your score is to focus on pronunciation. Now, this isn't having an English accent. This is not saying everything perfectly. It's not even saying every sound perfectly. That's not how you get a 7 or 8 for pronunciation. No. How you get a 7 or 8 is using emotion in your voice and rhythm, okay? These two things make you stand out so you don't sound bored, so you sound more impressive than the other students, okay? Any student can get a 6 for pronunciation, seriously, as long as I can understand you. If you want a 7 or higher, guys, okay, there are activities you could do. For example, watching my videos or watching clips on YouTube and just practicing sounding like me. I'm dramatic when I speak. I use a lot of intonation. It doesn't have to be me, however. You could watch clips from soap operas or sitcoms and try and copy the actors. Don't be shy, all right? You're gonna feel silly, but that's fine. You can risk that if you want a higher score, okay? Pronunciation is the easiest category to increase your score, okay? Work on that. All right. The next thing, the easiest category to increase your score on writing is cohesion and coherence. This is because it is not topic dependent, okay? You can memorize a list of words and phrases. You don't know if you're going to be able to use them on test day because you don't know what the question will be, all right? So a better, smarter use of your time is to memorize, learn, and practice using high-level and various transition words and linking phrases, okay? So, for example, like at the beginning of a paragraph, okay? And this is even for writing task 1. You can say, regarding the initial pie chart, or, that's impressive, okay? Cohesion, coherence, guys, organizing your ideas using high-level, varied linking words and transition phrases. All right, so that is hack number 2. Use your time well. Okay, the last hack, guys, this has to do with listening. Know the IELTS tricks. Know the IELTS characteristics. For example, if you hear them repeat a word or phrase, that is likely an answer, okay? They do this every exam, okay? This is just one of those little IELTS quirks. If you know it, you are a step ahead of other students. For example, if the question is, where did Paula see a doctor? The person on the CD might say, the St. John's clinic was closest, but the Zoom urgent care was cheapest. So Paula went straight to Zoom. All right, so I repeated Zoom, that's gonna be the answer. Notice the distractor. I said the St. John's clinic was closer. So a lot of students would hear that and just St. John's clinic, okay? you got to be a little more patient than that. Even if you write that down because you hear it, you're still focused on what they're saying. You're still paying attention. If you hear them repeat another name, cross it out, write that answer. That is the correct answer. Okay, so knowing these tricks for like listening and reading, this comes from, you know, studying with an IELTS professional that knows the test intimately. So I do encourage you to check out our online course, co-created by myself. You can go to allearsenglish.com/KEYS to learn all the hacks to get the highest scores on your next IELTS exam. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.